Okay. So we are going to get started with laying down on our backs. Plug my mic in so you can hear me a little bit better. All right. So you're going to take your block, put it off to the side, somewhere that you're able to reach it, doesn't matter where. Same goes for your blanket, but you can also put the blanket underneath your head or underneath your low back if you're just chilling out. Soles of the feet are going to be onto the mat. So the next 4 weeks that we're going through is going to be more so towards hip opening and some shoulder movement as well. We're also going to get into how we side bend and how we move through the quads, and trying to open up through the quads too. So you'll notice that there might be a peak pose at the end of some of the classes. Some of them might not have a peak pose whatsoever. It's not a standard yoga class. We're going through stretches, holding them there for a certain amount of time, following the instructions in terms of contraction and then release, and then coming back into them again sometimes. So we might hold the stretch for a few amount of minutes. We might not hold the stretch for that very long, or we might be dynamically moving through it. So let's take our right knee. We're going to draw it into the chest, interlace the fingers around the shin, press down into the mat through the hips, flex into the toes. With your other foot, push it forward. Inhale, lift the shoulders towards the ears, then exhale, roll them back and down so you've got more space in between your shoulder blades. So really focus on the hip crease and how it feels. If it's feeling like it's stuck or it's a bit too tight, move the knee towards the armpit instead. Still pressing the hips down. Still breathing here. Then take the hands off the knee. Slowly start to create circles through the hip. My cats are playing with the light. Hey, Crow, that's enough. Thank you. Taking the circle one way, keeping the foot flexed, and then we're going to take that circle in the other way. Crow. Keep going on through circling. Extend the leg out in front. Lift it up without touching the back. See how far you can bring it. Flex the toes down. Press the hip down into the mat. Lower the leg down. Draw the knee into the chest. Taking our strap, we're going to place it around the ball of the foot or just underneath the ball of the foot. Press the leg out in front so that both knees line up. Flex into the toes. Nice and slow. Lift the leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe wrapping once around your strap. I'm going to have a really hard time with my cats. And extend the leg out. Oh, keep holding on to your strap. No more. guys. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, not releasing the hold on the strap, but not tugging it down so much. So let it be nice and loose. Move the leg from side to side very slowly. Very short movements. Come back to the center. Flex into the foot, press up through that right heel, and then other heel is going to press away from the body, pulling that leg a little bit closer. Slight bend in the knee because we really don't want to push or overextend the leg. If the leg is shaking, maybe loosening your grip or loosening your hold on the strap and just pulling it gently. Draw the knee in. Foot comes down to the mat. Both feet on the mat, knee lifted. Other side, we're going to take that knee into the chest. Interlace. Press the hip down. Remember, if the hip crease feels like it's a bit too much or it's compacted in there, bring the knee towards the armpit. Make sure your breath is full. Every exhale should feel as if we have a little bit more room to draw the knee closer to the body. Slowly and very gently letting go of the leg, start to create those circles. These circles can be as small or as big as you'd like them to be. If you find there's some clicking in the hip, ease up on the circle. Maybe even start to straighten the leg a bit more. Taking it the one way and then the other. Coming back to center, extend the leg. Point the toe, lift it up, bring the foot back or the leg back as best as you can. So as close as to your chest, flex the toes down. Press forward in the right toes. And then leg in line with the knee. Knee into the chest, wrap the strap around. Press the leg up. Interlace behind the leg, or if you're just using the strap, pull back. That'd be a nice gentle tug. And slowly extend it out to that right leg. Breathing in. And out. So you're going to squeeze into that thigh muscle. It's almost as if you're trying to draw the knee towards the hip. Holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the hold you have on the muscle. Move the leg from side to side. Bringing the foot down, taking the strap off the foot. Windshield with the knees, side to side. Soles of the feet come together, knees splay out. We're going to take the palm of our hands, place them to the inside of the thighs, not pressing down, but just allowing our arms to be nice and heavy or nice and loose. Creating that space again between the shoulder blades. Scooping the low ribs in. So as you scoop the low ribs in, you'll feel a little bit of tension at the hip flexors. Press the feet together. Try and keep it nice and long through the torso. And soft through the hips. So as you exhale, really allow your knees to fall down towards the ground, even the elbows. Inhale. And exhale. Take the hands underneath the thighs. Make sure there's no hole between the feet so you're not pressing them together anymore. Slowly draw those knees together. Both feet come up towards the ceiling, wrap the arms behind. Press the legs into the arms and slowly drive the hips down towards the mat. Flex the toes. Bending at the knees. Rock forward, coming into seated. Tilt the head from side to side. Cross at the ankles. And grab your block. So with your block, I'm going to place it just in the front of our mat here. Coming into table. You might need the use of your blanket for your knee. We're going to come into some low lunges, but we're going to try and see if we can hold them here for a little bit. Right foot forward, in line with the block. And you're going to take that left knee and bring it back just a bit. So the biggest thing is to make sure you're pressing into the big toe of the right foot as you are using the block to steady the body upward. Just for a moment. So we're coming into more of a lizard lunge. We're going to walk the hands up a bit more. But for right now, we're going to see if we can just get the hips ready in this movement here. So biggest thing with your right foot and your left knee, you're going to draw them towards one another. So squeezing in. And then exhale. Release the hold. Inhale, squeeze. And release the hold. Okay, squeeze one more time. Draw the foot towards the knee and the knee towards the foot. And release. Walk the hands up so you're coming into just your lunge. You can keep your block here on the mat. Chest comes up, hands interlace, and you place them on the thigh. Push the thigh forward and the body back. You'll feel a pull or a stretch through the left thigh or the left hip flexor. Hips are driving themselves down, not too hard, but you're still squeezing into the right hip. Keep holding. Body comes forward, hands on the block. Heel toe the foot out to the edge. Using your block on any level. So you've got one, which is the widest side. You've got two, which is the narrow side. And then you've got three, which is the smaller side that's also narrow, which brings you up to the top, just a little bit higher. And you can actually bring your heel in line with the elbows. Or you can come down a little bit lower if it feels comfortable, just as long as there's no pinch through the hip. And you can keep your spine somewhat. Big toe is still pressing into the mat. Hands to the block, lift the chest up. Slowly shift hips back. Keep the toes down. Coming back into your lunge, fingertips to the mat. Send that leg and extend it behind you. Turn the toes one way and the other. Bend into the knee. Take some circles to the head. Other side. Left foot forward. So you want to bring your block down to the widest side. Move your blanket over. Make sure you come to a spot where it's comfortable. Instead of tucking the toes, you're going to untuck the toes, lift the chest. Finding your breath. Dropping the hips down towards the ground. Walk the feet or the foot to center. Coming into your low lunge, lifting the body, interlacing the fingers together, placing the palms onto the thigh, and pushing the knee forward. But it still stays in line with the ankle. Just going to make sure that that hip, again, is coming down. If you want to tuck the toes, you can, but untucking the toes just to get a little bit more length through. Take the low ribs in just a touch. Squeeze a little bit more into the right hip again. A little bit to the left, just feels good. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly come back. Hands onto the block and lizard. Foot will heel toe itself to the edge of the mat. Remember your few levels, whichever feels best for you. Forearms to the block. Hug the knee into the body. Another option for you as well is taking that foot, bringing it slightly ahead, so the knee is still in line with the ankle, and then bringing the forearm down. But again, only if it feels more comfortable for you. Keep focusing on the breath. Hands on the block, lift the body up. Hands come down the mat. Slide back just for a half split, toes down. And then bring that left leg back. Take good circles. Awesome. Both knees on your blanket or on the mat. Tuck the toes. Keep the heels nice and close. Hips onto the heels. Make sure to untuck your pinkies. Then you're going to take your strap and place it between both your hands. And then draw those hands nice and close on the strap. Take the elbows out. Standing up or sitting up nice and tall in your knee level posture. Bring the elbows forward, shoulders forward. Inhale, press the chest up, elbows back. And then forward. Really just distract yourself to open into the earth of your feet. Back. 2 more. 1. And then 2. We'll lift the hips up and tuck the toes. Taking the strap, so it's behind the body, arms come out. You want to make sure that your thumbs are forward. You're going to lift it up overhead. So thumbs are pointing to the outside edges of the body. Slow arch towards the right. Create some tension in between the strap. So from one hand to the other. Come back to the middle. And same thing on the other side. And bring it back. We're going to bring the strap in front. This time making sure that we grab onto the strap that feels a little bit more comfortable. So we're going to take it that our hands, fingertips are pointing forward, thumbs are pointing up, bringing the strap overhead. Slowly bring one hand down to the mat. Make sure you can create tension through the strap. And look up to the ceiling. Good. Come up just a little bit more. Take the hand that's on the mat. Send it out a little bit further. Press in to the tops of your feet. You should feel an opening through the front of that bottom arm. This is the armpits. Slowly start to drop the tension in the strap. Reach over. Keep the knees alive. If you need to bring the forearm down to the mat, you bring the forearm down to the mat. Or place your block underneath. Inhale. Place both hands on the mat and come back up. Exhale. And then come to the other side. One hand down on the mat. The other one lifts up. So you're just using that top hand to pull the strap as far away as you can. It's not doing anything to the bottom arm, but you should, again, just maybe feel it a little bit to the front of that armpit. Walking the bottom hips further away from the body. Take that right hand or left hand, whichever you have up. Lift it up towards the ceiling. Still create tension between you and the strap, or both hands and the strap. Hips still stay in the middle. Reach over to the side of that top arm. Keep it in line with the ear. You have to bring the forearm down, but you can still keep the hips onto the heels. Take the arch. Coming back up to center. Reach the arms up overhead. Shorten the distance between your hands on the straps. Not very much, just enough so that your arms can still be extended. You're going to bring them back and down. Slowly lift up. Exhale, back and down. Good, and lift. Bring the arms forward. Right in your line of sight, round the upper back. Keep the tension in the strap without turning your knuckles at the end. Draw the belly button up and in. Coming up, chest forward. Draw the shoulder blades back and down. Bend into the elbows, keep the tension. And inhale, lift up, extend. Let's bring the arms down, release the strap. Tilt the head from side to side. Coming into seated. So nice and tall. Now you can sit on the blanket, or you can just sit on the mat. You're going to take your block. You're going to place it on top of your hand. Sitting up nice and tall, send the block out in front. If you have a cork block like mine, it's a little bit heavier. So you can bend into the elbow just a little bit. And you're just going to take that block as close as you can to your body. And then you're going to send it outward as far as you can away, keeping the elbow as close as you can to the body. And bring it in. Elbow turns out. And sending it out. Bring it in. Core nice and tight. Squeezing into the bicep on the way in. So we're feeling the shoulder, and then as you bring it out, elbow comes in as close as it can. Bring it back as far as you can without the help of your other arm. Slowly bring it in. Tap the chest, the belly. Sit nice and tall, send it up. Good. This time we're going to bring it in. We're going to round to the upper back, creating space to bring the block back. So our elbow is still up to the side, but our shoulder is coming forward. Keep holding on to your block. And back. Elbow close. Good. One more in. Tall. And breathe. And as you bring that block back in towards the body, this time we're going to send that block. We're going to rotate through the shoulder. Shoulder's still pointing forward, or it's moving down and sending that arm out, trying to extend. Bend into the elbow, bringing the block back. Block goes towards the back. Draw the block in towards the body. Send the block out to the side again, elbow nice and close. You take the block, fix in your lap. Shake the arm out or turn. Tilt the head from side to side, and then other side. Block comes underneath. Elbow nice and close. Bring block towards the chest. Send the block out to the side. Again, where you should be feeling it, depending on the weight of your block, is right through the front of the chest. Bring it in. This one transfers all the way towards the back. Slightly closer in between the shoulder and your blade, and then you're going to extend it out or rotate it back and forth. And bring it in. One, two, and three. Send it out. And then bring it in. This time as we bring it in, we're sending it back. Just hanging out here. So shoulders coming forward. And draw it in. And send it out. Exhale, bring it in. And back. It's okay if you grab onto the block. And in. And out to the side. And take it all the way through its rotation. Try to keep your body in the middle. As you can see, my shoulder is really weak on the right side. So even holding up this block is pretty intense for me. Bring it in. So if your block is a little bit heavier, maybe consider using a book instead if you end up doing this throughout the week. And rotate the block inward towards the body. Send it back towards the hips and bring it out to the edge. Back in towards the hips, to the body, and out. Place the block on the ground. Interlace the fingers together. Draw the shoulder blades close. Knuckles down towards the back. And then knuckles are going to come to the right side of the body as you sit up nice and tall. So it should still feel like your shoulders are coming towards one another. Slow extension. Shoulder blades close. Bring knuckles to the left side, sit up tall. Extend out. Releasing the fingers. Lift the arms up overhead. Cross on the opposite shoulders. Take a side bend. We're going to hold here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Reach up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side bend to the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Side to side. Interlace the fingers behind the back of the head. Drop the chin, elbows together. Press down through your hips. Really let your breath out of the body. And try not to push. Be heavy. The elbows come together. One more breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale. Lift the chest. Chest and underneath. Slow circles. Coming up, back to seated. Arms are going to come up and elbows bend. Slow twist from side to side. Next time you come towards the right, take the right hand behind the back, left hand to the knee, completing the twist and deepening it. Releasing the fingers, twisting to the other side, left hand behind the back. Slowly back to center. We'll extend the arms up in front. Walk the hands forward, folding. Slow back. Walk the hands a bit further, press the hips back. You can use the block to place the forearms on. That feels a little bit better. In. Slow breath out. Walk the hands back. Place them behind the hips. Soles of the feet to the mat. Windshield like the knees from side to side. down to the mat, knees up. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Reach the arms up overhead. We'll bring the knees up towards the chest. And just create some small circles through the hips. Going one way and then the other. Draw the knees nice and close. Flex the toes. Soles the feet to the ceiling, going into happy baby. I'm really sorry, guys. Jesus. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. I have to say, I'm really grateful for my dad's food. Bro, do you mind? No, I'm gonna fall asleep. Okay. Hold in here in happy baby. Wiggle the toes. Bring the knees nice and close. Roll up and seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Tilt the head again. Reach the arms up, shake the fingers. All the way down. Thank you guys so much for joining me for Active Stretch, and thank you, Crow, for being an amazing assistant. I'll see you guys next week. We're going to work on some more shoulder work, a little bit more intense this time, so make sure you do have blanket strap and block. We're going to incorporate them all together to come into some really fun active stretches that we're going to hold for 2 minutes each all the way through. I will send you guys a recording tonight or tomorrow.